Before the sun is born, before the sky remembers its name, we arrive. Through blackened waters and ancient tides, we enter Borikén, Puerto Rico, carried by memory itself. Good morning, Taino-Viking Warriors. This land is not discovered, it is remembered. Long before empires carved the world apart, the Taíno rose with the sun, navigators of the stars, keepers of the earth, children of the Arawak world. They shaped stone into spirit, sea into lifeblood, and time into legacy. Their drums spoke to the mountains. Their zemís watched in silence. Their canoes ruled the horizon. Now, centuries later, before first light breaks the sky, we cut through the same waters. Not as conquerors, not as tourists, but as those who remember. The ancestors rise with the dawn. The island awakens. The blood of the sea calls once more. This is not a destination. This is a reckoning. Welcome to Puerto Rico. Welcome to Borikén. Seen through the Taino-Viking eyes.
To see a little bit. It's been a very long time since I've been here. I was a child and I have very little memory of Puerto Rico other than my grandfather's garden. And we won't be visiting there today, but I am very excited to see what all we can get, or what all we can visit today.
So we're finally here in Puerto Rico and we are stuck on the deck while this man leaf blows the water off of the deck. He's been doing it since 5. It was raining while he was doing it, so everybody here is standing here waiting to get off this deck. This is our shortest port call. We're not going to be leaving here at 5:30. We'll be leaving at 3:30, which is different from all the other places, and we're getting a pretty decent late start. It's now 8:15, so I guess we just wait. I'm super excited about this port call.
8:16.
Oh, 8:16. Super excited about this port call, but I'm also super irritated because I'm ready to go.
All right, my Taino-Viking Warriors,
Okay,
how are we
testing.
doing?
Can you hear me
We
good?
are about to start our
Yes.
tour
Here
with
we go,
Albert
guys. Listen carefully.
from Happy
This small little
Tours.
island, better known as the island of Incha, by miles. There is 3 to 4 million in population, but there is 1.8 million just in the sector of San Juan. San Juan breaks up into 5 different towns, better known as Rio Piedras, Alto Rey, Santurce, Miramar, and Old San Juan. 5 towns that make a population of 1.8 million. Temperature of the islands from 80 to 100 in Fahrenheit all year round. So now, first stop will be the Capitol building, introduced by a commissioner called Luis Muñoz Rivera, introducing a bill of sale to the House of Representatives, to making a building to look like the one of Washington, D.C. Started being built in 1921 and finished 8 years later, 1929. Is referred as the House of Law, what you may call the Parliament. It's where the politicians do all those good and bad decisions. But here in Puerto Rico, it's more bad than good. Right? So we're going to be going through all that, explaining as much as I can, getting on and off, and well, trying to give you your money's worth. Sounds good?
Yes.
Let's do that. So far, can you all understand my English?
Yes.
And here we go. Now, as we work our way down, I'm going to take you to the first stop, is the Capitol building, but along the way there's going to be monuments, there's going to be buildings. We're going to be talking about just about all of that, stopping, getting out, because right now it's raining, right? But over there it's not. So that's just it's Florida, man. Second is Florida Part 2, the same thing. So here we go. Now you do know that not every Spanish is the same. Okay, I mean, we all understand each other, but if you look at the stop signs, we call it pare. In Mexico, it's alto. Alto has another definition, which means tall. Okay? It's like, have you ever heard of the word haciendas? Haciendas, well, it means house. But we have a building that's called Department of Haciendas, but it doesn't have the same meaning. Okay, Department of Hacienda is supposed to be Department of Housing, if it's like that, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's the IRS. It's where we pay our taxes. All right, so, yeah, you're going to see all that as we work our way down, okay, guys? Here we go. Now, you see these bushes on the side here? Well, those are sea grapes. They grow wild, and they grow to be trees.
Yummy.
So therefore, we got sea grapes. We also have almonds. I'm going to be showing you along the way. I'm going to show you everything the Taínos had in mind.
Yes.
There you go. All right.
Throw that in there. Taino.
I know, right? I really want to know that. I really
Okay,
want
guys, now as we turn here, you're going to see the dome of our Capitol building. On our way there, you're going to look to your right-hand side. You're going to see the building that I just finished explaining, Department of Haciendas, which is now the IRS. But as we work our way further down, have you ever heard of a guy called Andrew Carnegie? I think, doesn't come out the word. Well, anyway, he introduced a way on how to build in the island. In other words, by gathering funds, you can build anything you like. So he introduced that to the government, and they made the first library here in the island of Puerto Rico. It was built in 1916, and it's over here. It's a pink, green, and beige building. It's called La Biblioteca de San Juan. What is this guy? What are you? The slowest driver ever? Hey guys, you probably know my accent is not from Puerto Rico, right? I know you noticed that.
Where y'all from?
New York.
New York.
Yeah. The only thing, I used to talk like this. I don't talk like that anymore. And that's probably why it takes a little time to let me see where he's from. Okay, guys, you see that pink, green, and beige building? That is the library, La Biblioteca. Okay, it's a lovely building inside, but now we have lots of these libraries all over the island. But this one was made by a guy gathering funds to build something in Puerto Rico. On the next to it, on the left-hand side, we have what we call La Casa de España. La Casa de España was a civic cultural organization, okay, for the Spaniards while they were here. Well, those fancy words turned out to be a casino. While they were here, there was a casino. But what happened? After the Spanish-American battle, they picked up their own, left the island. The government didn't know what to do with it, so they made it a museum. For 2 years, it was basically abandoned for a while. And so they decided, hey, let's just make money out of it. So they made it an activity hall for weddings and graduations. Now the building makes money. As you see, it's closed, so it's no more museum. Further down as we work our way down, you're going to look to your right-hand side. You're going to see a monument that represents, well, it looks like the Washington Monument, but a smaller version. Well, this one represents the police officers of Puerto Rico. Day and night out in the street protecting and serving the people, so they decided to name it the Fallen Police Officers Monument. Okay? On the left-hand side, you're going to see these banyan trees. They preserved them here. We had so many of them. We had more, but the hurricane lifted them off the ground and took them away. So they tried to preserve the rubber trees here. On the right-hand side, we have from the early 1800s, we have here the teachers of Puerto Rico. Okay, so therefore, in honor to the teachers, what that says there, we call it La Plaza de los Maestros, the Teachers Plaza. A little further down, we have a sculpture with fire. Here in Puerto Rico, we have a large population of Jewish people that live in the island. So therefore, they decided they wanted the Holocaust here in front of our Capitol building, which is on the left-hand side. So they said, okay, no problem. So there was an incident that happened in Israel where more than 17 Puerto Ricans died in a bombing in an airport and killed 17 Puerto Ricans. So they decided to carve a family onto that sculpture and calling it the shadow of the absence, something that we should never forget. And that plaque that I was talking to you about is right there. That way, if you like to walk later, you can walk around and take pictures. Okay? It's right there, and it says in May 30th, 1972. Okay? Now we're going to work our way a little further down. Here we have presidents of the United States that have one time or another been to the island as a president. So therefore there's 9 of them and 1 empty one. Well, they came looking for donations for their next campaign. But it's not a personal thing, it's a history thing, so they have to put them up no matter what. So we're missing 2, Biden and Trump. You think we can actually put them together? Well, that's what's going to happen. Like I said, it's not a personal thing, but we're going to make that happen. On the right-hand side, this is our memorial wars, the war of the proud Puerto Rican soldiers that fought side by side with the Americans, defending the cause of freedom in World War I, World War II, Afghanistan, basically still defending the cause. On the left-hand side is our Capitol building. It is made out of marble. Inside it now, 21 different types of marble to make that building. Marble from Atlanta, Georgia, and also Italy.
Oh, wow, it's
Okay,
beautiful.
one side of the building is the House of Representatives. The other side is the Senate. Okay, and the marble on the outside is that Georgia white. The marble on the inside is...
Okay, guys, I'll start off by... do you know the type of Indians that were in this island?
Taino,
Okay, we had 3
Ah,
types.
you cheated them.
Arawak,
The Arawak,
They
we
were
had
the
the
Carib.
Caribes, and we
And
had
the Carib.
Tainos. Those 3 types of Indians, basically the
He
most
answered my-
dominant
he
was
only
the
knows that 'cause I
Taino
told
Indians.
him.
They named this island calling it Borikén, which means land of the brave Lord. But another name came out of that
Boricua.
called Boricua. Okay, so basically these Indians, nice Indians, basically they made treaty with Juan Ponce de Leon because Juan Ponce de Leon settlement was here on the north side. But it was in Caparas. But what happened is that the soldiers that were with him, all they had in their mind was torturing, beating, and raping most of the Indians. So the Indians retaliated, fighting back, protecting their family. So they chased Juan Ponce de Leon out of the settlement, took out to sea, found higher ground where he built El Moro Fort. This guy right here is called Juan Diego. Juan Diego, basically he came with armor. When the armor shined, when the sun shined on the armor, it shined into the Indians' faces. They thought they were gods, so they bowed. But they used them as an example. They drowned them, they cut them open, they found out that they bled just the same, and they kept fighting back. There was lots of fighting, and basically in the 1700s we had battles with the Dutch, the English, and unsuccessfully neither one could have taken over the island because on the outskirts we have a lot of reefs, and those galleons couldn't resist those reefs. So therefore they had to come in smaller boats, and therefore they couldn't take over the island. So unsuccessfully couldn't take over the island. In the late 1800s, the island started progressing. A lot of building, a lot of painters like Jose Campeche. So there was more to the island. We're down here now. Come this way. In 1863, slavery was abolished in 1863 in the United States, right? Okay, here 10 years later, we still have slaves. Why? Because this guy, all he wanted was his metals and his gold and emeralds and everything. He wanted to sell the African. So therefore, we had these guys here, Puerto Rican abolitionists, that bought slaves to set them free. So that's what he did. That's all they did, was they knew that in the United States, slavery was abolished, so therefore they decided they wanted to liberate the slaves here because they did their part. So therefore, they liberated the slavery here. In the 1800s, 1898 was the Spanish-American battle. That's when the Americans took over the island. Okay, by miracle, they caught a little corner of El Moro Fort, blew it to pieces, and right away the Spaniards surrendered. They gave the island to the Americans. They surrendered the island. In other words, hardly any battle along with that. So the Americans they rebuilt the El Moro light tower, and basically it was a different type of ship. It was a metal and wood ship, so it wasn't like the galleons. Okay, so it was a little more power to it. So Right after they took over the island,
was
they
a
gave
great
us
white fleet.
the Jones Act, the Suffragette Act of that gives us the right to become American citizens. So they gave us citizenship, and right after that, they gave us a draft. Right? They drafted us, right? But who was controlling?
I am
the
now
island?
off the pier and I'm on this amazing tour, and we stopped here at this gorgeous mural behind me, and it shows the history of Puerto Rico all the way from the Taino on down to today. So it's carved rendition starting with the Taínos, going through all of the battles. It's absolutely exquisite. At the end down there it gives an actual account of the history, so it shows a lot of the people that were important to the changing of Puerto Rico and all that happened here. So really, really beautiful. Super glad we're off the pier now, and now we're moving on to something else.
Okay, the Taino, the Spaniard, and the African. The book represents the Constitution of the United States. The land represents the last religion that the Spaniards left upon the island.
Here is a statue of the three people that were here on this island, the Taino, the Africans, and also the Spaniards.
Think of its wasted fruit. This guy on a horse is the jibarito. He's the guy that worked hard for his fruits and vegetables. This guy used to gather fruits and vegetables to feed his family. Used to work barefooted by the sugarcane fields. You gotta have a title for that. So we call him the working man. All right. But in English, the Puerto Rican hillbilly. On the left hand, we're gonna work our way now to stop in a place where we're gonna stop to take pictures of a sign saying "I love Puerto Rico." Is that okay? That way you can take pictures. And it's in a convention center area. So they made a T-Mobile district there. But right now it is not open. But we can take pictures of what it's all about, okay? People from the States that are those kind of people that worship, their type of religion, but basically come to Puerto Rico, they do it. Take a look on your left-hand side. See what it says there? Eso es de los Taínos. Can you see it, love?
I can.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, now we're going to go reef, and that water carved a sculpture. Can you see anything that can actually be something like this? I'm going to show you now, guys. Like this? See that? Look in there. See if you see anything that can look like that. Yeah, you're probably looking at it. Okay, now, look at it now. Okay, well that was a tourist. He went out there to take a good picture and he ripped the head off.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
horrible.
and the dog is gone. So now it's called the beach with the headless, the dog with no head.
No dog with no
Yeah, we got to make something up. Guys, come on out. Let's take some pictures out here. Come on.
I want to feel like a tourist.
Some strange reason.
Yeah, you want rum, beer. I think they have beer. I don't even know, but let's go over there. Come on,
You have your wallet because I'm going to get mine.
I always got my wallet. This is definitely different than the pinchos.
Chicken or beef?
It's chicken.
Chicken?
Yeah, pincho. Yeah, chicken.
It's
a-
very good.
I did it one time on the grill, and it looks way better than how I did it.
This is good. She said the one's for you, darling.
Mess that up.
Ospreys.
That's a marine bird, yeah?
Yeah, it's an osprey.
It's a marine bird. Have an active marine base here?
Yeah.
You want me to take a picture?
Alright, so we're gonna try some food. My wife's been making for years for me, so we're gonna try some of the food here, see how close she does to it here. Real quick, I will flip it around again. Here's the restaurant here. I mean, it's like a shotgun house. I mean, it's just one straight line. It's like a hallway with a bar and food. I want to butcher the name of the place, but this is it. I don't know how to pronounce it because my Spanish is terrible. They told me it's Ejo de Payas or something like that. But if you look at this, you got the pig right there. They're cooking it right there. They're chopping it up right there, all the way down to the head.
You go to the side, you can see.
So, I mean, it is wonderful. It is great. Let me pop in real quick. The food was real good. You can see it right there, all the way down to the head, man. That food was really good. The ginger beer was wonderful. I guess the mojito was also. But as y'all know, I don't drink anymore.
Delicious. The coquito.
The coquito was good too. So now that my wife knows that her food stacks up with Puerto Rican food from Puerto Rico, because her Puerto Rican food is amazing. So another great stop, another great trip. Getting ready to head back to the ship and see what's up for Dominican Republic tomorrow. Come on, bird. Now he's out of here. All right, so there, and you're like, why is he taking a picture of stone, of cobble? Well, I'm gonna tell you this right now. This right here is the actual ballast stones that were used in the Nina, the Pinta, and the Santa Maria. They traded it for gold here with the Taíno and the Carib and the Arawak. And this is what it all eventually came to. It came to cobble in the streets. There's a couple of streets that have it on it. So it's a little history thing for all y'all. I didn't know this was in 1493 that this was all brought over on. Hello.
Hey, we're taking pictures of the
So that's the video. Right there, the Vikings. As the sun sets over the wonderful, wonderful Puerto Rico, we are on our way to our next port. Tomorrow we will be in Puerto Plata, Dominican Republic. Be ready for some more videos over there. And we'll see you in Puerto Plata.